I am Dr.G.Anandhi, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce and Economics. I handle the subject investment management. Is a topic is a portfolio analysis. Portfolio is a financial term denoting a collecting of investment held by an investment company, hedge fund, financial institution, or individual. Collecting of investment company is that a various private financial institution collect the money and distribute it on the investment to on the others. Hedge fund means is a private partnership fund is called a hedge fund. This is a collection of investment is called a portfolio. The term portfolio refers to any collection of financial assets such as stock, bonds, and cash. Is there any way of funds collected from on the public? This portfolio may be held by individual investors and managed by financial professionals, hedge funds, and bank other financial institutions. So, a portfolio is a collection of funds, is a collection from various methods. One is in a stock, bonds, and cash. Is a collection from a financial institution or hedge funds. These are generally accepted principles of portfolio designed to accounting investor risk. Is in a time frame and an investment objective. Right time and the right way is distributed to only amount to start at any one industries. A grouping of financial institutions such as stock, bonds, and cash equivalent, as well as the mutual exchange traded and close-ended the counterparts. Is in the portfolio is held directly by an investor or managed by a financial institution. Investment is directly or indirectly invested to the management is collected of directly to indirectly. So directly to invested to bank or other financial investor to another financial institutions. So what's the meaning of portfolio analysis? Is an evaluate process of reviewing the holding of entire investment portfolio. Is in each asset must be evaluated for performance, asset allocations, diversification, variance, and portfolio beta test of the strength. The portfolio analysis also investigate the risk associated with the present portfolio. Is in a collection of all the review. There is an history of holding of an entire investment that is called on your portfolio. Is an indispensable components of portfolio management. So portfolio analysis is the process of looking at every investment held within your portfolio, evaluating how it affects the overall performance. Is in a portfolio analysis that determine the various of each security, overall period of portfolio, the amount of diversifications, portfolio, understand the risk associated with that current composition, identify areas, identify the risk. If any one investment is notingly in a highly risk and a highly investment, because if you have invested in any one new company, you don't know that company is profitable or loss. If it's the first year, you can got on your profitable, get on your more income. Then second day is profitable is not at a confirmationally tell to that because everyday competitor enter into the market for that time. You are not confidently tell to that and your company get on your profit. So there is a risk of the collections upon your financial institutions. So by the diversification is in your modern portfolio theory releases a diversity, minimize the individual security risk in a portfolio. The idea is that they're holding a large number of different securities. The no individual security can seriously affect the performance of the portfolio, and the risk and the sector of market will decline, and possible of a hedge against and carefully mitigated with the giving of a significant portion of potential returns. Is a highly risk. There's a possibility. There are various securities, shares, and debentures, or bonds and commercial papers. It's a various type of the securities invested in the investment management. Is an analysis of one year financial institution. That is a diversifications. Is assets allocations. Asset allocation is a second part of reducing risk. So first one is diversification is a highly risk to collect the money from others, a financial institution and bank is a collector from directly or indirectly. Second step is assets allocations. So 200 different securities in the portfolio, but if they are all in one sector, he will be seriously exposed to the systematic risk of an individual sector. The mitigated systematic risk of sector, investor look to allocate a different portion of the portfolio in a different sector of the asset classes. For example, portfolio a 10% a blue chip, 10% at the mid cap, 10% a small cap, and gold, silver. So allocated different assets. The investor will experience less volatility caused by a varying performance. So, while investment in the various levels of method, you got on your income also in various level. One share is in your increase for this time, for the next day you have to reduce for that. So, when will you reduce for that time? You have to buy at your more. When will you increase for that and your share rate? For that, I increase from a higher number of these shares. So, allocation of the assets. I have to invest at not at all for one financial institution. Is divided into various sector. There is assets allocation. Individual variance. After assets allocation and diversification, the variance of each security is examined. Is the variance in the rate at which the value of investment fluctuates around an average. That is a variance risk associated with an invested beta. Using an investment variance is calculated, is used measure of how much variance exists for an individual security compared to an existing portfolio. The investment beta is easy to see if adding a security or reducing risk associated on your portfolio will increasing the risk, and less than the lower the risk, the beta greater than the will increase the risk. So, isn't your beta isn't reducing for a risk because of your first diversification isn't highly risk. Isn't your second asset allocation is a diversification is allocate the investment to on various securities. Is a beta is a reducing of risk and also to meet a highly risk of on investment. That is an individual variance. Risk analysis. Risk analysis is refers to the uncertainty of for custody. For custody is in your future. Is cash flow stream, variance of portfolio, stock return, statistical analysis. Statistical analysis means is a compared with 1 year to 1 year previous year is in your future pre-planned. You have to compare with a statistical analysis. Determine the profitability of your project, success or failure. Is for if a compare with a statistical, if you improve your company is improved, developed or and decline for an easy to identify. That is you have to identify the mistake and then improve for that company. There is a statistical analysis available support to one year on this company's report. So risk analysis often within as a tandem with the focusing professional minimize and future negative. Is in a type, there are two types. One is a systematic risk and unsystematic risk. So systematic risk is uncontrollable by an organization. Macro in nature, control unsystematic risk is controllable by an organization. Micro in nature, macro is a large, micro is a small. Uncontrollable is not in a controllable is beyond the limit. Controllable is limited. So there are two types of risk. One is systematic, another one is unsystematic. So systematic risk. Systematic risk is due to influence the external factors of an organization. Such factors are normally uncontrollable from an organization point of view. It is in a macro, is a large number of organizations in the same domain. It cannot be planned by an organization. The systematic reason, uncontrollable factors. The reason, such normally form organization, interest rate of risk and the market risk, purchasing power, inflation risk, interest rate of risk is profitable for one of the part of the profit distributed to an investor. That is called interest. Is a market risk. So market risk rate is an increase, fluctuation is an increase or decrease, fluctuating up and down. So when will the competitor enter into the market, for that time you are getting a market share is more or less, because then we are dependent on your competitors. So purchasing power, you have to motivate it, buy and get on free of bonus shares issue to one investor to motivate to one investor to increasing of one purchasing power. There is an unsystematic risk. Unsystematic risk due to the influence of internal factors prevalent within an organization. Such factors are normally controllable from an organization point of view. Is a micro, is a small level of organization can be planned. That is an organization. Unsystematic is a business risk. Is an first starting area highly risk and a highly investment is an collecting investment is also is an highly risk. If you have fully invested to one year, other institution also is an highly risk. So that the distribution is an assets allocation is in a various security you have to invest in. So there is a business risk, a liquidity risk, and there is a financial credit risk and operational risk. These are unsystematic risk. There is so three divided into three parts. A business risk is first starting introduction stage. You got a highly risk. That is a financial risk is a collecting of amount from a financial institution or other securities and a highly risk. That is a credit risk is a credit risk is arranged for alphabet companies and arranged for an alphabetical order. What are the status of your company? Is an ranking method. There is called the financial risk. Is an operational risk in the doing activity. There is operating risk. Risk management is in a risk management. A pre-appreciation process is followed and greatest loss and the greatest profitability occurring handled first. Which one is the greatest loss? Which one is the greatest profit? You have to handle to that and to solve for that equalization of that problem. You have to easily to manage for others. Risk is a low probability of an occurrence in the low loss of handle descending order. That is in practice process of assessing overall risk can be difficult and balancing profitability, but lower loss risk is high, but lower profitability occurrence can often mishandled. The reason a risk reason a loss to profitability equal to analyze the reason a risk management. Advantage and disadvantage. Portfolio is a collection of financial institution or various cash or security. That is called a portfolio. What are the advantages? That is encourage management to evolve each of the organization business individually to set the update, allocate the resource of cash. You have to go any income, you have to distribute it on your various security or various levels of administration. Say so collect that for a small amount to invest it to one others. That is motivated. Portfolio is motivated. To stimulate and use the externally oriented, the supplement management is a judgment. It raises the issue of cash flow availability, expansion and growth. And the reason portfolio is an encouragement of management. That is one of the advantage. This is the limitation. It is not easy. Not in a easily to converse to one other investor because he has to inquiry further by the ready to investment, but your company is profitable or not. I don't know that this analyze to compare with the previous balance sheet is and forecasting. So that is a very difficult. That is one of the limitations. It provides only illustration scientific rigor when some objective judgments are also involved. Not at all involved for easily to involve to only investment. Then a pre-classical approach is a very classical approach is there. For pre-classical is a first step is a specific technique to solve some identifying problem and integrated management the respective area. First, identify the problem. Now you have to select your advantages and then loss of the organization, profit of the organization. You have to find out and equalize and compromise to one year equal the profit to 1 year loss. So you have to solve the identified problem. So find out the problem, how to rectify the problem, how to analyze the problem, how to rectify the problem, and finding the solution. That is a pre-classical approach. Contributors is Robert Owen is human resource management advocate welfare of the workers. He is human resource management is supported for any welfare of the workers only. He is an inventor and management scientist. Is a practical mechanical calculator. He is owed the necessary profit sharing. He is a Charles is a profit sharing. That is, you have invested. If you get on your profit, is equal is or capital ratio. You have to divide the profit of the sharing. Andrew is a management education. Is a handy is a business skill. Is a business skill is a strategies to follow on your strategies. You have to enter into the competitor. You have to easily to follow the strategies to compare with other companies. You have to highlight of your companies. The reason your contributors is significance of on your business levels. So classical approach is bureaucratic approach and administrative approach and scientific approach. A bureaucratic approach means is a description is a structure. Is an it is the organization is a closed system, pricing and the experience of management principles of developed formal educations, training and past of developing management skills and economic efficiency of formal structure. These are the bureaucratic approach. This is the practical experience of fund manager. The reason I first studying IG risk is not an easy to investment to only. You have to practice, you have to manage. So for that, for that time easily to investment. So you have to first collect the idea from your friends and parents. If you not easily to investors, is an emphasis upon economic efficiency and formal structure. That is a merits. It offers convenient framework for education and training, helpful for drawing common principle and first experience. Is compared with present with past. Is a focus attain the what manager actually do. What you have to do, what do you do, how to plan to for future forecasting is a basic of management practice and nature of management. These are the merits. So whether education and training of approach and they compare with present to past experience and manager actually do year after 2 years, how to easily to decide at that. So what's the concept? The shock comes to the regulations to frame the rules and regulation of an organization and under media for the role of the human factors, interaction with the environment and the past experience is bad. If you have to correct it for that mistake, if your current is your best performance to give to that and market a total reality in the studies of an absent. You have to collect the frame the rules and regulations. If you have no rules and regulations, there is management is not correctly coordinate to all the workers. So the systematically interact with the environment. So first is you have get on your loss, further rectify the mistake, then you have to go through and grow from this stage. That is a management development. That is one of the stroke coming. And the administrative approach is a Henry is a father of management. Is in a principles of management terms of your function, namely, is in a discipline. Is a discipline is in a unity of command. That is in a top to bottom, bottom to top is in a scalar chain is in a very, very important for that. So is in a unity of command. All the unity is why any one work you have to complete it. Unity of work is in a very, very important for that. So unity of direction is a manager correctly direct to on your subordinates. So manager know well to on all the rules and regulation and also economically, legally and financially, you know that on your statistical report that is correctly guide to on your subordinate. Subordinate also follow to that and the management instruction. Management is not on a correctly idea. There is no, he has not, don't know the solution. There is not, work is not completed. You know very well. Manager is not yet knowledge about it, statistical, economical, legally, politically. Usually, you know everything. If any one problem, now how to solve the problem. This is how to find out the problem very easily to solve it for that. So there is a manager. So the manager is in a very well better knowledge about it. That's subordinate also they obey for that and a manager and do the work is in a very perfectly. Is in a remuneration. The remuneration is in timing is in for working hours within the extra working hours you have to do on the develop the wages and payment remuneration and maintaining of an attendance. The reason remuneration the centralization is an equalization between the who is the reason coordination between boss to one subordinate. There is scalar chain is a top to bottom, bottom to top. Is an order also top to bottom and work completion to one bottom to top. That is a yes, equity and stability of a tenure, initiative and spirit of the cards. These are the administrative. So administrative is a is called an administrative manager. So each department manager is called a administrator. He is a very good, knowledgeable person. Is that a work is very perfectly, is a correct and we have to complete it. He know very well for a find easily to identify the mistake, then we are correct for that mistake. He know very well what to for that. Easy to compare that what the how many units of production for today, how many units are distributed to tomorrow. You have to easily to identify that the manager's work. He is not on your perfectly suitable that work is not on your finished. So scientific management. He is concerned with the knowing exactly what we want men to want, the see what they do best, cheapest way possible. All the cheapest cost and best quality is the best one. So he has to easily to identify the which one is the best, which one is the lowest cost. You have to identify that. Coming during the industrial revolutions. So scientific management used to on your reducing on your expenses, because you use technology, used to for technology, that is called scientific management. That is a job analysis. Then is standardization, scientific requirement, and financial incentives. These are the scientific management. The scientific is under advanced technology. For that, you have to use advanced human is reduced, but mechanical work is increased. So, was a very tools and physical activities in your job can be better balanced and organized. Comprehends how important scientific selection of worker and comprehend the person cannot be job properly without the capability and training. Is one best way of doing a job. Is your scientific research is also because you have to use the reducing the for your humanize, you have to use it for your systematical work. So 100 employee doing the work, you have to do on your one machine. So easily to work for that, easily to production for that, easily to improve your management. So reducing of on your expenses. That is one of the advantages of on your scientific. That also same time demerits also, because unemployment opportunity is provided to more, because then you have to use it for scientific advanced technology. There is no recruitment is not there. So there is the demerits of scientific management. New or classical is a behavior theory, social technical system, cooperative approach, group behavior approach, interpersonal behavior, human relation approach, social system. Is a behavior theory is what the top to bottom you have to do is in a correct way, is a continuity of the chain. That is in a top to order to on below the way for subordinate. That is in a behavior. Social technology, social is in communication. That is in community between managers and owners and subordinates, and equalization of importance. Cooperative is one department to another department, one-to-one related. Is a division of work. So one department depend upon to another work. I have to finish for a production department, depend upon your material. Is a sales department depend upon your product. Cooperative. There is a one-to-one. Is a group of work behavior means is a teamwork. Is all the work you have to complete it is a teamwork. Interpersonal inside of the organization is one department to another. There is an interpersonal. Human relations on a recruitment of a right person at right places. There is a social system is a comparison between others companies. There is a social. There is a behavior theory means is emphasis classical. Is ignore the human element. The reason is scientific element is only used for reduce for a human. You have to use it for advanced technology. The reason behavior theory also is human ignored from a human element. It's a viewed organization for an individual point of view. It emphasizes individual attitude, behavior, group process, and recognize significant behavior workplaces. So the behavior theory is ignore for a human element. Demerits is a concept, principle theory, and technique on organization structure, designing, staffing, planning, not integrated. Because isn't a classical, isn't a old history of their one related, isn't a processing of one workplace. Is a theory, principles, everything is not properly to all the subordinates. So there is one of the demerits. Social technical system is a positive effect on social system, personal attitude, group behavior, focus on production, office operations, other area, close relationship with one technical system and people. Is a technical is an advanced technology system you have to use for that. So the people are connectivity of a technical system. Nowadays you have to use it for a mechanical, not for a human relations. So the reason social technical. So social technical system you have to use it in increasing of one reducing of one time. The reason social technological. The demerit is a lower level of office is ignore much of a managerial knowledge because of all the work doing for systematic. So reducing from human recruitment. So the human knowledge is reduced, but increasing more level of mechanical work is more, human work is less. So the reason cooperative social system approach is concerned with both the interpersonal inside of the organization, the group behavior aspects, the system of cooperation. The concept include any cooperative group with a clear objective. Cooperation means is a group of the discussion. Group of the discussion means is a one department related to another department. One department finish for work is a transfer to another department. Is a cooperative. Is a misleading between one department to another department. The work is not properly to completed. So cooperative is a very, very must. So all the department cooperate to one work, the company is success. So what's the name? Overall, many managerial concept principles and technique would fields of study. Is a cooperation somebody so one department follow their rules and regulations is a differ from one other department. One department is a manager is a well-knowledge person. He has to motivate to subordinate. He needs to complete the work within the time limit. But another department manager is not coordinate to subordinate. He is dominate to subordinate. The subordinate is not on your work properly. For that, I am not a cooperation. That is the demerits. There is a group behavior. Group behavior is a team of work. There is a team of work. Is additive group of persons, group of discussion, group of work, division of work. Is an equalization between all the work, equalization of one, all the work type, all the employees are equal and all the subordinates are equal for that. That is a group behavior. So demerit is integrate the management concept, principle, structure, staffing, planning, controlling is a differ. Is a grouping is a for example, in one department having a four group, I have to divide it in four project in a four group. One group is a very well to cost. Another group is a slow to cost. Another one is there is no everything, nothing to touch. Another one is there is no understanding. Is a standing and first. That is a group behavior is a change from one group to another group. Is all the group is not on not intellectual, not only intelligent. Is an interpersonal. Interpersonal means is the internally organizational relationship context and the motivation leadership, human relationship and the human relationships leadership and motivations is based on individual psychology. There is an interpersonal one-to-one. This the relationship between a leader who is a manager and managing director, manager and supervisor, subordinate is an interpersonal behavior is a good relation. That is a psychological. Is an ignore is a planning, organization, controlling. His psychological training is not enough to become on effective manager. So psychological is a one manager the instruct to one subordinate to one correct communication, easily understanding of one communication is not on properly conveyed to that message to one subordinate not understanding from that any explanation that work is not properly. That is psychologically what the knowing language, what you knowing the language, he has to know that he has to know very about it. That is an interpersonal behavior. That is a human relations approach. Help the manager deal more effectively with the people side and human side. He's a manager support to one human relations is a relationship between employees and also new people. Is a human relationship management is a motivation. Is the employee not only having economic needs, psychological and social needs? Is a self-control and self-direction. You give manager given an instruction, I have to self-control, I have to self-direction, how I do, what I do, what is the procedure to follow I have to do for that. So employee originated in a democratic participant of the management. Is an so human relations is important on the people side and also from the human side of the organization. Is an right person is an appointed for the right place is an the HR department is in a personal department. Which person suitable for on which how to correctly selected. Demerits is and productivity is the ignored incomplete package. Is a human relations is important to on the people side and the human side of the organization. That is a human relation. Social system approach. This approach said management is a social system. Is a relation external. This is a government is involved. That is an external. Interpersonal is the inside of the organization. So external means a social relationship. That is a government involved with that. Because government, any one company have to register to follow the rules and regulations to obey for a government order. So there should be how many between the goals of the organization and goals of the group. The cooperation among the group is very, very necessary. That is a social system approach. So merits. This approach reflect of the interest of all the parties. Is there a desire one group alone? Because in a social system is an interpersonal government is involved. Every company you have to follow for on your rules and regulation to pay on your regular taxes, and these are the one of the merits. So the human relationship management. If any one problem of a human side, you raise the question, you have to solve that problem. So demerit broader than the management and practice over many management concept, technique and principle to followed by any humans. This is a modern approach. Quantitative mathematical approach is used for only formulas. Used for only technical uses, that is a quantitative and mathematical approach. System approach is a procedural for a contingency approach, decision theory, and the re-engineering theory is an engineering that is a construction. So modern approach is a quantitative, mathematical is a formulation to follow on a procedure and the decision making theory. There is a modern approach. Is a quantitative approach. Is in a higher degree of precision and prediction, mathematical and statistical. Mathematical means to follow the formulas to use for your statistical tools. So comparison is an about diagram, pie diagram is a histogram, is a comparison between your last year to present year. So that is a mathematical and statistical tool. Offer a systematic and scientific analysis solutions to solve the problem, to compare the increase or decrease of profit or loss comparison between your previous statistical tool. You have to easily to solve the problem. So consistent use the logical reasoning to solve the problem, reducing a personal bias, knowledge, skill, and statistic engineering, electronic accounting, etc. So involve the knowledge and skills of statistical and accounting knowledge is a quantitative approach. Quantity is identifying judging of knowledge. That is a quantitative. Okay, quantitative to follow the rules and regulations. That is the tools. The stages of quantity, dividing the problem into small, simple components. You have to divide the work is a small unit of various level. Gathering requirement information, what you want to, you have to divide it in the group of the division of work. You have to how many group you have to divide it. What do you want for that? How to provide it for facilities. Analysis of data so collected, finding of the solution to the problem in the hand, finding of the solutions. So what's the problem for one group easily to solve for that? I have to complete it for one group, we help to another group. The reason easily to find the problem to easily to solve the problem. There is the stages of quantity. There is a merits. It provides an exactness of management principle is a help the decision maker make a better decisions. Is a group of work is a better ones because it is easily to finish that work, cooperate that work is a correct time to finish that work. To managers is subordinate quantity is a quantity is a systematic quantity is one of the system approach is an interdependent subsystem performing some function. Is in a full and full systematically, is in a systematically, statistically, is a not for only a manual work, full and full related to only systematically. Is in a designing and how to work, how to coloring, packing, everything you have to do on your systematically. In previous day, human you have to plan to on designing to everything, packing. But in nowadays, you have to design it systematically. System approach gives a singular expansion detail from the diagnose the problem, design, accomplishing the top best. Is an easy to design, easy to solve, easy to packing the Paranya. Since nowadays we are all used to Paranya computerized. So easily to solve, easily to identify the solution within the time period. That is a system approach. So system approach varies in a quick perception. Within hours, within seconds, you have to find out the problems, find out the solutions, you have to easily to identify. Is that you have to better planning and also same way we have the demerits also. Very complicated because all the systematic all the human being is not under forward for that is a very expensive because get a license. Contingency approach is the best way of managing because the situation circumstances is the knowledge, situational variable, external factors, called knowledge and abilities and horizons, the principles of technique. So the contingency approach is one of the best way of the managing. Is to compare with another approach in how the contingency approach is the best way. Is Fred Luther's is an organization structure management authority is a match of demand. Is the demand is more supply, the demand is more supply is a profit. Supply is more, demand is a loss. To match that the particular environment coincides the technological requirements. The leadership figure of the manager must be appropriate situational demand itself. Then decision theory approach is specify objectives and making decision, developing alternative, analyzing and comparing alternative, select the best alternative, implement the chosen alternative, result the ensured, result the achieved. Is an objective. You have to frame the objective is suitable to one management. Is that one is failure, you have to choose for one other developing alternative. Analyzing, you have to choose for an alternate, comparing, analyzing to one others. Other compare with other, you have to choose for one 4 or 3 alternate, compare to one other which one is best. You have to select it for that. So we have to monitor the result. You have to choose the best one. You have to monitor the result. Is that positive or negative? The reason it is you have to decide it to one. Next step is that depend upon the result. So merits the tools decision making entire range of human beings and macro conditions. So macro is a near large, is a micro is a near small. So it does not have the demerit is based on the management decision is as management decision making is a very challenging because is a macro is a very large level of the approach. Is a re-engineering approach is a big change. Is an effort sensing need to change the reacting effectively. Is an improvement cost, quality, service, and speed. Identify and the element of eliminate waste is every possible. Is a re-engineering waste is a reproducing of one wastage. You have to reducing for one cost is a big changes. Is a it's a fight between opportunity is ability, a creation of new jobs. So there is a re-engineering approach. Is an emerging approach is a total quantity management. Is a management methods is a relying cooperation of all the members. Is in the long run or short run satisfaction of the customer or is the benefits of the members of the society. These are the total of the quantity approach is in a measured approach. Is in there is a 7 approach. So strategy, structure, system, staff, style, and the supernet goals and skill. Strategy how to use for to compare with the competitor enter how to use for strategies. Structure, every company is used for the various structure of this system. One to policy and the rules and regulations they differ from vary from one company to the staff also recruitment staff also they differ from various. Is a trade and subordinate. So portfolio is a collection of the financial institution, a bank, the investment of the others. Thank you.